Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I have some news. I have been fooling around with the Thrustmaster T128 racing wheel, and I also have some pro pedals to go with that. And I have been checking online, trying to find the best wheel settings for this game, and I'm getting conflicting ideas from all sorts of people. But I went through it, and I think I came up with my best wheel settings for this game, for the Thrustmaster T128, and its pedals. Not its pedals, but the pro pedals, which are yeah, this is quite good. So let me go down and show you the settings, because you're gonna want these. It's definitely if you have a Thrustmaster T128, but even if you have some other steering wheels, these might even be good for you. Let's go all the way down to the advanced wheel settings, and here we go. It's steering dead zone axis. Inside is, you know what it is. Outside 100. Zero. Acceleration dead zone outside 70. I had to do this because the pro pedals, after doing the internal settings, still needed to be boosted to get to 100% throttle. So I had to drop this down to 70 to get 100% throttle. Weird, I know. Dead zone inside 5 works really well. Deceleration dead zone outside 95. Again, works really well. Clutch 5, dead zone outside 95, handbrake 5, handbrake 95. All these things work really well. Vibration scale. Now this is where things start to get very interesting. With the 128, it has very when you right out of the box, this game is so high in force feedback that everything just gets muffled. And it feels like you're cranking on a big huge bus. But you don't want to lose some of that sensation. So vibration scale is at 100. Force feedback scale. Look at this. I'm all the way down to 50. That's how far you have to go down to make it feel almost normal in force feedback. Steering self-alignment 75. And now you start being able to control the cars. Mechanical trail scale 150. Pneumatic trail scale 130. Road feel 200. Because it gets so muted that without it, so you have to have it so high. Load sensitivity 50. Wheel dampening scale 90. Center spring scale 100. Dynamic damper behavior 35. Steering sensitivity 100. Steering linear 25. Doesn't that just blow your mind? That just blows my mind. These are weird settings, but they work. They absolutely work, and they will work for you. Now, that being said, you have to do something else with these settings. Once you have got these settings all done, you got to go to your car. All right, let's go to a car. Doesn't matter what car it is. Let's go to one that I've actually fooled around with. I fooled around with a bunch of these already. I'll just go to my favorite car in the world. And let's go to upgrade and tune. And when you're in the tuning area of these cars, make sure you go all the way to the end into steering wheel and change those settings to force feedback scale 50 and steering lock range 75. Try to do that with every car that you are tuning, and then adjust accordingly. Because when you get into high-end race cars, you might want to put that steering lock range down even further. And if you're getting into some really old school cars, you might want to bring that back up. When you're going into slower cars, you might bring 75 up to 80 or something like that. But in general, you will like these settings for all your cars to just start off with. So force feedback scale, 50. Steering lock range, 75. If you do all this stuff with the Thustmaster T128 with the Pro pedals, you will be much happier with the end results of your racing time. And I hope to hear in comments down below how you feel about these changes that you've done. And yeah, go out there and have a good time. Remember, I'm out every Friday at around 6 o'clock. And I have some friends that we all go out there and have a real blast. So come back out here every Friday at 6 o'clock and I'll see you and tell me how it went. All right? Good racing.